What's happening, people? Friendlies, non-friendlies, how's everybody doing? Uh, I don't even know where to begin. I'll just say that depression is something crazy because you don't even realize that you're in it sometimes. You don't even realize that you're going through it when it's got a hold of you, and but yeah, I just want to say, like, I don't know, I've been meaning to upload. I've done everything, edited, finalized, everything except for publishing so many things. And for whatever reason, I'm holding myself back. It could be like anxiety. It could be like, what do they call it? Imposter syndrome. I don't know if that's what it is called or what it is, but yeah, I don't know. At this point, I don't know, because I'm putting in the effort to make the videos, but then it's like it kicks in and I start doubting myself, and I have mental I have diagnosis. I have social anxiety disorder. I observed that in the past, depression, and bipolar, schizoaffective. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, it's getting crazy. It's getting out of hand. I feel like my anxiety is getting worse. Like, before, I would be able to go through things and, like, I wasn't really like hesitant about doing this. This was like a personal hobby that like I enjoyed. Right now, it feels like I don't know what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to go to therapy. But one thing I do know is that this isn't a gloom video. It's just a bit of a like catch up. Call it a channel checkup, if you will. But at the moment, I don't know how to progress. So this is where this video is coming in. Is I'll just talk it out. I'll just talk it out. Damn it! You'll fuck it. So yeah, I've been dragging. Like, sometimes you don't realize that you're in about a depression until you're weeks in, maybe months in, and I don't know. I haven't stopped working. I know that much. I have not stopped working. I'm steadily working. What I have realized is that fighting games do tend to add on to the depression. I think the video's lagging. Or is that just the game? I can't tell. The Inuyasha game, I played this video. When did I make this video? Record this? I actually finalized this recording and I haven't uploaded it. When was this? January 12th, 2026. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I already published or not edited this video together, put a combo video together, and I never uploaded it. So this is just a raw file. Yeah, man, like, I got to get this shit together because, like, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I was saying that I think fighting games actually add on to my depression. I think it does. Because what happens is, with new fighting games specifically, I take a lot of time to learn. Like, I learn in isolation. That is the best way I learn, is in isolation. But something about that is just something about that doesn't really help me. Let's just say that it doesn't really help. Old games that I already know, those are games I want to share. I want to share what I do know. Like, that's just me. Like, and Oscar 120%, that's just like a fun game. That's just like it's just fun. Not many people know about it. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, as soon as I get out of this playing fighting games, I think I'll be cured. Low key, I think that once I get out of this rut and I move away from it, I think I'll be clear and on a path to healing. But what I was going to say is I haven't stopped, planning LOD and my project, which was the challenge I was doing. I have not stopped doing it. I've been working on it this whole time. I've been curating, everything, trying to balance it and adding some cool things, which is where the video that's coming out next. But yeah, I've been okay. I'm alive. There's been a lot of family things happening, a lot of life things going on, that I don't want to share other people's business, but I've been here before with family concerns, and shit is just like happening day after day. But we keep our heads up high. We always keep the spirits up high. You just got to remind yourself. And one thing that my mom used to tell me all the time, she used to tell me this, like, if you're feeling down, one trick she told me is, if you're feeling down, just go in the mirror and just let loose the biggest smile that you got. Just let loose the biggest smile that you got and stretch those muscles out, right? Because it can influence your mood and change the chemistry of your brain, right? So she used to tell me that, and she always used to tell me that the day is what you make it, right? And you probably heard me say that before. The day is what you make it. So I'm going to turn this around. I got to talk it out, because if I don't talk it out, I'll just bottle it up inside me. I've been depressed. I've been down. I've been mourning. I've still been mourning. And I don't know if that's mourning is ever going to stop. I do miss my mom. I do miss her very much. But I gotta put it into my mind that what she would want for me is not for me to be in this state, but rather for me to carry on the joy. Carry on the joy, right? And those two things are like probably the most useful bits of knowledge he's ever imparted to me, that I take to heart. And so that's what I'm going to try to push forward. And the only way I know how to do this, like, I can't walk around if there's an elephant in the room. The elephant in the goddamn room right now is that I've been fucking depressed. I have been down. I have been out of it. I have had no energy. I have been in need of counseling, and I have not talked it out to anybody. I'm gonna talk this shit out to my goddamn self if I have to, but I'm not gonna ignore it. I can't just come back and just ignore everything. I have to talk it out and be fresh about it. This right here is a breakthrough for me. Just talking shit out. I can't do it. Whether it's in relationships, with friendships, with anybody, I can't walk around it. I gotta be blunt about it, because that's the only way. You see how expressive I started getting when I started admitting this shit. That's where the true me is talking shit out at its root, at its core, and saying it the way it is. I'm going to get better, goddammit, because I have the power of truth in my soul to talk it out and to be about it. And I know the secret solution is that my mom imparted to me. My mother told me. She said, the day is what you make it, fella. And the day is what I make it. And how do I make it? I confront the issue. This video may not be entertaining for a lot of you guys, but this is therapeutic for me. This whole channel has been therapeutic for me from the very beginning. From the very humble beginnings of starting Legend of Dragoon, which, if you didn't know, I started uploading on this channel with Legend of Dragoon, playing off screen on a Vita with a iPod camera, and recording a Vita with a do-rag tied in place to keep things in place, and the headphones clamping around the iPod to get audio. That's how I started the channel. That's how I started. No audience, no nothing. 0 across the board. It was just me talking to myself. And that's what it was. And I was talking, haggling, let's say I was haggling on a board for social anxiety back in the day. It was social anxiety support forum back in the day, when it was, populated still, before Reddit came in and took over. And some people, I told them, like, I kind of wanted to do this. I kind of, have an urge to do this. And they kind of asked me into it. But I was like, I'm not going to make it public, though. I'm going to keep it private. I'll make it unlisted. I'll make it, and then I just started creeping, and then I let it be public. And then I just started making it public. But I kept kind of holding myself back because I had a lot of anxiety about it. But at some point in time, something just snapped, let's say. Something just snapped. Something inside of me. Then the meteor started coming down. And then I just started just going off. Definitely it was therapeutic just reading the script for Legend of Dragoon, just time and time and time again. Time and time and time again. That's how the channel started. And after some years of doing this, I started trying a couple of other games. I tried Soul Blade here and there. I also was doing that off camera on a CT, whatever you call it, TV. And yeah, that's pretty much, I don't know why I'm talking about that part. But I guess it's just to remind myself that, why do I even do this? At some point in time, I pivoted away from Legend of Dragoon and started heading towards trying to be more variety and just gaining a taste for other video games. Because low-key, I didn't really like other video games. I really didn't care. I didn't really have an appetite for them. Some games came in and they helped me change my view. Parasite Eve was one of those games that helped change my view of that. Parasite Eve. It was probably the most breakthrough game that I experienced, that I just enjoyed. And then I think it was Shadow Hearts after that. And after that, it might have been, I played Final Fantasy for a little bit. Final Fantasy was the first game I played for a little bit. And then Parasite Eve came after that. I kept tiptoeing in a little bit here and there. But Parasite Eve was the one. At some point in time, I got really sick, really ill, and I went away for some time. Like a whole year, I went away. And then I came back, and that's where the tutorials came about. It was tutorials for Legend of Dragoon, because I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die in that period of time. I was crippled. I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk. I couldn't sit up. I had hypertension. Doctors didn't know what was wrong. I kind of felt like I was, left out to dry, and that was going to be it. But every single night that I went to bed, or moments that I dreamed, or when I was hurting, when I had sciatica or nerve pains, and it was just felt terrible, and I didn't know what was going on with me, I would watch just as much Legend of Dragoon videos as I possibly could. People in different languages that I couldn't even understand, I would watch them play through the game, right? In Spanish and in Japanese, in I don't know, some other foreign languages. I would watch it through and I would still be able to understand what was happening, what they were feeling. And it was like a joy for me because that was a place that I find comfort in. That's where I find comfort in. And so from 2018 to 2019, when I was ill and my condition was, didn't know where I was going to be, if I was going to wake up the next day. I didn't know if I was ever going to, be cured. And yeah, Legend of Dragoon and just watching various people is one of the saving graces for me, that I really found solace in that. I found inspiration and motivation. And so I would write things down and I would jog things down. Like I would make pictures and put like videos together. And I was like, when I get better, if I get better, one of the very first things I am going to do is I'm going to get in Legend Dragoon. I'm going to put all of my knowledge together and I'm going to pick this video and I'm going to put this spliced up video together. And at the very end, Rose is going to be in there saying, I have been waiting for this moment. Right. And so during that time where I thought I was dying, 2018 to 2019, I would dream about that every single night, every moment throughout the day where I was, supine. I couldn't sit up, stand on my own. I was had to walk with a cane, wearing monitors and so many other things. Legend of Dragoon, I have been waiting for this moment. I kept thinking about that. That's how I'm going to come back to the channel. That is how I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to do all the knowledge that I can right then and there. And I'm going to just put together like some cohesive videos, as best of my ability, and I'm just going to keep at it. Right. So throughout that time, I'm just thinking if only I had the ability, because I can't do it right now. When I sit up, I don't have the breath to speak this much. I don't have the energy and I don't have the proper blood circulation to do it. But I was like, the moment that I am able to, I am going to come through and I am just going to turn that mic as golden as I possibly can. Now, granted, I had a terrible microphone, but that didn't stop my heart and passion. That didn't stop my passion from wanting to do it. And that's when this kind of, tutorials and tips version of me started coming in. And I was like, man, why am I waiting for some random day to talk like I'm experienced or know all these things and sharing my knowledge? Why am I waiting? I was always had the mindset when I was young, for whatever strange reason, and I remember it just exactly. It was started with the Bible. My mom asked me at one time when I was still in school, she says, because I always carried the Bible with me. I slept with it by my bedside. And I was very interested in the Bible. We used to be Christian, more spiritual, but we used to be. And she's like, well, why don't you read the Bible? What are you waiting for? And my answer was I'll wait for the day that I know that I'm dying, and then I'll have something to look forward to. And that was my response. Now, that might be a strange response to you, and I gave this response to some other people, and I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was kind of like not really approving of what I was saying. But yeah, when I was able to get healthy again, when I felt good enough, I got up and this mindset was occurring through my head that it's time to stop putting it off. And it's time to start doing the things that I'm capable of. Or it's time to start, letting loose, right? Let loose. And yeah, so that's where I don't know. The point is, I need to remember where I came from, how I've gotten here, how much I fought to get here. When all the hospitals and doctors wrote me off, every single time they wrote me off, at my most crucial moment, at the very beginning, day one, when I went to the hospital, the ER, and crawled in through the wall, hardly able to breathe and to stand up correctly, and a rapid heartbeat. And I got some, what's the word for it? Pompous doctor, some dude who said if you was able to make it in here to the ER, then you're able to make it back home, but we're not going to see you today. And so they turned me away rather than seeing me, despite the fact that my heart rate was something super high. It was like 180 or so just from sitting down. And he told me I can make it back home if I can make it to the ER, right? Well, every single one of them who turned me away, who denied me service, who treated me like I didn't know shit, gave me a hard time, gave me the runaround. For every one of those who left me out to dry, I gotta remember where I came from. Those tutorials came from a place of perseverance. It came from a place of not wanting to put up with shit. It came from a place of burning passion. And I gotta remember where I came from. It's the love, it's the passion. It's wanting to be able to say that I survived this shit. And not only am I going to continue with the things that I love doing, which also happens to be my therapy, but also I'm going to take it to the next level. So anybody who's doubting me, anybody who's putting me down, anybody who didn't give me a shot, this one is going out for y'all. It's not a hate song, it's not a diss song, it's not a diss track, but it is a song full of a lot of burning energy that is going to keep traveling, and it's never going to stop. I just got to remember where I came from and remember where I'm going. Where I'm going is therapy. The therapy is the healing process. Where I came from is what ignited the shot in the first place. Now, all this is to say that, yeah, I've been depressed lately. I've been out of it lately. I've been grieving without knowing how to grieve. without talking about it to anybody. But I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna stop. So, I'll bid y'all further ado. I know this might have been rambling, may not have been cohesive, may not have been interesting. But again, it's something I needed to do because I can't live with any sort of fake in my soul. I just can't do it. I just can't possibly ever do it. It's unbecoming of me. It's like kryptonite. It's harmful to me. It's like a parasite. I can't see the future. I can't see the daylight. Ain't no sunshine if I feel it. And so I stay stagnant because moving inside of this place feels like I'm agreeing with it. So yeah, every now and then I just gotta let it loose and speak whatever truths come out. With that said, I don't know. I hope it's going to help. I hope it's going to help. It definitely will make me feel happier. So maybe that's the starting point. And anyways, this game in the background is interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to be playing fighting games as much. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I played in Azula the other day in Avatar, and that shit, it made me realize something, that online games just kind of suck. Playing games online just kind of sucks because you don't get the real experience. That shit felt impossible. See, was teleported, and they were some good players too. That's what sucked about it. They were good players, but it just felt so horrible because every time I see Dash, she just kept teleporting, and it's like, you can't possibly react to it. You can't practice this. You can't practice somebody teleporting and missing frames in their animation. You can't practice it. So it just kind of sucked, but it was also kind of fun because it's like they were good players. But it also was like, man, I can't really do what I practice because, I'm unable to play. And the other part of it is they don't see this. They don't see this on their end because they're the ones doing all the rapid movement, and they don't see it. To them, they're moving perfectly fine. I'm big, slow Kyoshi, moving at a snail's pace, and they're just moving up, down, dashing up, forward, jump heavy, dash, jump heavy. Jump, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But for me, on my end, I'm looking at it, and it's like, oh, see, she's on the ground. Oh, she's 10 feet in the air. Now she's back she teleported back to the ground. Now she's in my face. Okay, she's just back in the air. Press a button, clipped. I got clipped by the tail end of a jumping heavy. Everything I'm doing is just. It feels like the game is also like lagging behind, like it's delayed. I don't know if it's the new update or what, but yeah, I had enough. I had enough because I went and I did the replay of it, and all the shit that I know how to do was working in the replay, but during the actual match, by the time I pressed my buttons, it was like a second late. And I'm like, oh, okay, nah, I'll wait. I gotta wait. I'll wait for an update. I don't know if something happened, but I'll wait it out. I can't do this. I can't do this. The other part of it is I know Azula is not that good. You might think that I think Azula's, a criminal. I don't think that. I think Azula's my favorite character for one, but I don't think she's all that good. Even though I was getting my ass beat the fuck down, I was getting stomped out by like at least two different Azulas, at least two. I was getting stomped out. But the thing is, I know how to stop it. Azula's the character I play. I know how to stop it. You just need to react to it. And you can't react to it online. That's the problem. Online, Azula is undoubtedly the best character. If you are playing under those circumstances, Azula is the best character. If you're playing under regular circumstances, though, Azula is not that great. She's not that great. That's my opinion on it. She's actually kind of hurting, to be honest. Like, I think she's pretty weak under regular circumstances. But online, she's godly. Anyways, yeah, I'll be back with Legend of Dragoon, talking about the project. Don't know how I'm gonna wrap all of this up into the project and the videos, but we'll do a catch up. And I'll bid y'all further ado. May peace be with those. Keep your heads up. This is those both audio. Stay cool. If you like this content, be sure to show some love, but always be sure to show that love to the people who matter to you. Anxiety, I'll bidding you farewell. Peace. Much love. And stay cool. Thank you for putting up with my therapy session. And if you made it this far, God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll try to have some wonderful days as well. I'll try to have some wonderful days. You have an even more wonderful day. And we'll be back on the Legend of Dragoon adventures before you know it. I'm pretty excited. Deuces.